I think you just stand your ground. That is the thing for X3. If NoSorry are running into you, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Now when they see the Kunkka, I'd actually want X3 to have a hero that can survive the boat combo. Not a lot of those in the game, obviously, that deal well with the Beastmaster in the lane and survive the Kunkka boat combo. I'm still okay with the Seeker, but every single time you get X, you're gonna be needing to pop your BKB. But maybe not. NoSorry, when you look at them, they're not really looking like a really damage type lineup. So they're gonna be lacking damage for sure, unless this Enchantress has a really good game. So I think for X3 is just survive the boat combo. If you stand there, if you are fine, everything is going to be okay for you. Jumping into the back line, not going to be a problem for them. The Enigma this game, you get the Wraith Pact, and that's about it. You just hold the black hole and not allow NoSorry ever to commit like Madman, because that's when you will punish them.
Would you think of here for X3 maybe something like a lifesteal that gets the Maelstrom? You know, he's got the built-in magic community. He can get a delivery system here with the puck or the Dawnbreaker. Is that something you'd expect X3 to be going towards in this draft?
It always feels bad to pick a lifestealer into a Beastmaster, laning wise and later portions of the game wise. I think if this was a V-Tune, playing, I think he says, give me the lifestealer here. It's a perfect lifestealer game. But every single player other than him is going to be looking at this Beastmaster and not wanting to play against it. He's just going to get punched and punched and punched. And it's just not not something that you want to deal with if you're not 100% comfortable on the hero. And other than him, I don't recall any of the carries in the DPC being that comfortable on the hero.
Okay, so the Terrorblade comes out for X3, so this is going to be the carry up against, I assume, the Beastmaster Rubik lane, but you're still going to have the axes flying through, the boars are going to be doing a lot of damage to the Terrorblade here. Protection-wise, or just lane-wise, how does the Terrorblade keep himself alive in this lane, coming through into the two aggressive heroes that can throw out so much range damage? He doesn't really have the biggest health pool in the world.
And the lane is gonna be okay-ish. At least the boars are not gonna be annoying you. I'm just not liking the Terrorblade because with the Terrorblade you don't necessarily want to go for a second item BKB. You want a Manta, Skadi, or Yasha, Skadi, then a BKB. And even if you can, you're gonna skip it. I think this gives now a chance for NoSorry to kill him. The problem, of course, with NoSorry, again, is their lack of damage. They don't have magical damage burst later on. But the Terrorblade is a type of hero that you can kill. And I think this gives a opportunity for NoSorry to exploit the carry of X3 because this is their only win condition so far, considering they're most likely missing a position 5. It's gonna stay that way. So I think this is a miss of a pick coming out from X3 for sure.
Okay, and the final ban here for the side of X3, it is going to be the Alchemist, so NoSorry. Looking at this, do you think that they're going to put this... I mean, it's going to be up against the puck, right? So is this Kunkka going to be flying in the mid lane? Is it going to be... Or do you think they put this NoSorry Kunkka into position 1? Because the puck at the minute is kind of running over everybody. Is the hero that you'd like to see up against him, or is the Kunkka just a good enough fit here for NoSorry?
Kunkka is a good enough hero for the puck. I wouldn't mind seeing a carry Kunkka with some magical damage dealer in the mid lane, but I think not, considering that if those magical damage dealers, they don't deal well with the puck. So obviously the best idea is to put the Kunkka in the mid lane, get a carry that can fight a little bit earlier. I'm not sure what it is. Something that can bring the damage. CK is banned. Okay, there's the hero that can fight earlier. A sniper. You're a level 7 sniper, and these heroes on the side of X3, if they start jumping at you and breaking their position, they're in so much trouble. Also, later on down the line, you're actually really good against the Terrorblade, and once you get the BKB, you're untouched here. So I'm really liking what NoSorry have, and I don't think they'll ever let this Terrorblade get online, because Terrorblade needs so many items to deal with the sniper, mainly the Skadi and the Blink Dagger. But before that, because of the Kunkka, he'll be needing a BKB.
Time to pick some of these folks.
Okay, well the Timbersaw might be able to get right on top of here of the sniper, but you look at this, then it puts you in the position that you've got Rink and SMN on the Dawnbreaker Enigma supports. How does that really? Because the impact that these two heroes have coming into the mid to late game is going to be quite up there. But in that early game, you know, what are they going to be able to do up against the side of NoSorry? Because, like I say, Sniper, if it's going to be Rink up against the Sniper's going to be able to get the shrapnel for those Eidolons. He's going to be able to push the wave back. Going to be able to attack from range as well. Dawnbreaker can use the Celestial Hammer to get on top of the Sniper, but you know, the Sniper could actually, it could be one of those instances that we see the grenade coming out there with the shard for the Sniper to just widen that gap again. You've got the Rubik Telekinesis going to come out for the protection. What, you know, X3 looking at this lineup, you know, what can they do here to deal with a Sniper, or is it just going to be the Sniper who just sits back on a cliff and just ho ho has his way to victory?
Well, I do prefer the NoSorry draft. Also, there was a guy in chat by the name of Rudo Boom who said that it's gonna be a game 3 for sure. So we trust people in the chat because they're obviously very well equipped with Dota knowledge and will always give us the appropriate response. But the reason I like the last pick Timbersaw is Enigma doesn't have to be in that lane. The Timber gets level 3, Enigma secures that, and he gets out, he goes farming. The Sniper cannot be left alone against the Timbersaw. If the Timbersaw isn't crushed in the first 2 levels, it's gonna be a tough lane for NoSorry. On the other hand, the Dawnbreaker laning with the Terrorblade actually gives them the edge in laning, because Beastmaster and the Rubik, they don't have the damage to deal with the Dawnbreaker. Only if there is a like big overcommittal, it's gonna be good for them. But I don't think that SMN is gonna be doing that, especially after the game that he had last time. I think he's probably in really good spirits. He's gonna be doing well. That leaves X3 winning or doing well in both of their side lanes, and the Puck is a good rotation hero. So even if he loses the mid lane to the Kunkka, you just keep tabs on the Kunkka, you fight on the other part of the map, and you're gonna be okay. So I think X3, they have all of the tools. It's just that NoSorry, they have just one target in this game, is the Terrorblade. If the Terrorblade dies 2-3 times in the mid game, the game is just over, and that is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be running towards the top lane with the Kunkka, killing the TB. Even if you lose a hero or 2 in that process, it's always going to be fine.
Yeah, let's see what NoSorry do. They are going to be stepping around this tier 1 tower, so the aggressive ward does come out, not been dealt with just yet here. Natty Narwhal, he didn't actually see the vision of the stepping up initially. The Kunkka did step up to plant that ward, and Manic was able to back himself away without being seen here. So whether they know, because I mean, this Observer ward does go down now as well. Archangel, he does have a D ward. It's in range, but they're not going to be able to see up this cliff unless Archangel wants to walk himself right up there. Meanwhile, in the river, Nesphere might step up onto last hero. We've got SMN in the trees as well. He's not skilled anything up just yet. Natty Narwhal's going to be here with the orb, so might be able to put some damage up, but the axes are going to be flying through here from the last hero. Nesphere is going to try and pop that mirror image. The damage coming through onto the last hero as well from that Starbreaker. So they are just going to be moving themselves away, and it looks like it is going to be a 2 for 2. 2 for 2 coming out in terms of runes. Shagrat's going to be spotted here by Archangel as well. Do you think that Black Archangel, I mean, the harass coming out for the Timbersaw, you know, he's going to be able to go into the armor, that reactive armor coming out. So Archangel now, he's picked up that impetus at level 1. Do you think that's what he's going to be trying maxing out in this lane, or is it going to be about the survivability coming through from the Nature's Attendants, the slow coming out from the enchant? You know, what is it that Archangel wants to be picking up in this lane specifically?
It depends on how it goes in the first few levels. If you're able to push out Sugarrat out of the lane, if you're able to just completely crush him and actually can threaten his life as well, then you're gonna be maxing out the impetus. If you see that Sugarrat gets level 3 at a good time, you are gonna be going for the enchant and chasing the Enigma in the jungle when Enrink is farming.
Okay, well, Rink, he's trying to look for these blocks. He is going to be spotted out now. He just goes for the TP. It's going to be some harass, but yeah, just the immediate TP back. I think it would have been about the same if he'd just walked, but, you know, whatever floats his boat to get himself out of danger. Top lane, there is going to be a lot of aggression coming through onto SMN. The Fade Bolt as well as the Axis flying through. Last hero, though, going to be taking a lot of damage in the Terrorblade, obviously, because he picked up the reflection in that river. You know, he's not going to have the Metamorphosis to come out here. He's not going to be able to put out that range damage onto Yon and the last hero, who are looking pretty tasty themselves with the amount of health that they are missing. And in the mid lane, you can see Manic. He's going to be able to trade out with the Tidebringer, which is going to get obviously more often once he gets into that level 5, level 7 range. He's going to have the full level 4 onto that. And Natty Narwhal is going to be taking a lot of harass, though. He's going to be able to get that boss out. The heals come through for him. So Natty Narwhal, you know, it's not going to be awful this lane, but he does have to watch out for that aggression, though. There is going to be the Starbreaker coming through onto the Beastmaster. Fade Bolt flies through, the Metamorphosis is up now, and SMN will pick up the first blood. The Celestial Hammer comes through onto Yon now as well, and
That's a bonus.
he might be able to get something out of this. He had one more right click to get themselves 2 kills from this lane, and X3 right off the mark at the 2-minute mark.
Usually you see supports like canceling the auto attack so that they give the kill to the carry. SMN, they're canceling the auto attack so he's the one to get the first blood. And now, once the extra regen comes out and that Orb of Venom, this top lane for NoSorry is gonna be very tough. X3 doing a good job here. They're doing a solid job in the bottom lane as well. Sure, Timbersaw isn't getting farm, but he's getting a ton of levels, and Enigma is farming the jungle. And look at this Dream. He gets a level 2 take aim, so they really want to apply the pressure to the Timbersaw as much as possible. But once the level 3 comes out, it becomes a whole different story.
Yeah, you can see as well that every time these Eidolons are moving away, you can see Dream chasing them down. He's getting that extra farm coming out, that little bit of extra gold that comes through here. Is this just going to be the sniper then after this? Does he want to be going into the shrapnel at level 3, 4, 5 and just putting the pressure out onto just into the lane, you know, stop them from being able to move forward to try and look to farm?
Usually you do want 2 points in headshot pretty early on, but the shrapnel is something that you're gonna be needing for farming, so we'll see what he decides. I wouldn't hate it if he goes for another point in headshot. It really is a big increase in damage, especially when you have the take aim so early on.
Yeah, and if we look, I mean, he's level 3 now, so we'll see what he skills up here. Just to see what he moves into. He's gonna have a decent stack of creeps, but he isn't actually scaling anything up just yet. He's just going to be happy farming, so he might just hold the point. Meanwhile, the Timbersaw are going to be taking a lot of damage to Timber Chain to try and get away from the aggression coming through. The enchant comes out. Shagrat's going to be slowed down. Has another Timber Chain, but it's only going to get him to the cliff. There is no vision, so he's going to be able to walk away from this. And Sniper, yeah, went for that second point into the headshot.
NoSorry playing this bottom lane really well. They're just running at the X3. On the top lane, though, NoSorry are not doing such a good time, and X3 are the ones doing well. So I think this is as even as it gets when it comes to the laning phase. Of course, the Kunkka having more than the puck is the difference.
Last hero is going to be slowed right down. Doesn't even need the Metamorphosis here. He's going to pop it to be able to get both of these kills. The Starbreaker comes up, and Esphere gets himself the double kill now as well. Even through the Fade Bolt, he was able to pick up those kills. And it's going to be, what's that, 3-0-1 here for Nesphere, 1-0-3 for SMN. So they're having a really good start up in this top lane. And this isn't the lane that I thought it was going to go. I thought with the Beastmaster, you know, he's gone for the axes, he's not gone for the boars. There's a Fade Bolt flying through the telekinesis here for the Rubik as well. I thought they were going to be able to do a lot of damage onto this Terrorblade, but the Terrorblade is just absolutely running this lane.
The Dawnbreaker is running this lane, and Terrorblade is just picking up what's given to him. The Dawnbreaker is just way too strong. NoSorry can't do anything about it, but I still think NoSorry did a big mistake by dying so many times. Meanwhile, mid lane, Manic
There's going to be the
in some
rotation
trouble.
He drops the boat, though, just to make sure there is some protection coming forward. Meanwhile, this is going on. Yond, he goes down once again on this top lane. SMN picking that one up. And again, a really nice set of kills. Going the way of Xer in this top lane. 5-0 at 5 minutes in.
The only thing NoSorry needed to do in this lane is survive, get some creeps, get that Helm of the Dawn last hero who is now getting punched in the back. His back might be broken as well. And wait for the rotation of the Kunkka where they kill the Terrorblade and that's it. Or send the Terrorblade in the jungle, get the tower, and then chase him later on. That is the play that NoSorry should have made. But they were overly aggressive, trying to shut down the Terrorblade, trying to get a little bit more than was there to take. And because of it, Nesphere, this win condition that we talked about that should get shut down in the early mid game, just has so much out of the laning stage that he might even decide to be on the aggressive rather than just farming. If you remember the carry no-tail days from OG when he just TPs to the enemy safe lane and gets a tower, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what happens once the Kunkka starts rotating to the top lane.
Yeah, the balls are out now as well for the last hero. So, but at the minute, well, Manic's going to be rotated in. The X-Master spot comes up. Starbreaker's going to be there, but it's not going to be enough damage here. Manic, he's moved up to get the kill, but it's only going to be onto SMN. And the Terrorblade, he's still going to be fine. He's going to be able to pop the illusion, move himself into the trees. Just wait 15 seconds for the TP to come back. While this is going on, it does mean that Natty Narwhal has a free lane. You know, he's going to be able to find the farm, find that extra. What's he going towards? The power treads maybe coming out for him here on the curry. Yeah, it's going to be the power treads. And it's just free. Okay, Nesphere is going to be shut down a little bit. You know, Manic is still looking to set up where he can. Take this creep wave away and put the pressure onto Nesphere. But while this is going on, you know, it's a free lane. In fact, and Ring picks up the kill onto Black Archangel as well. And the TP is going to be coming in. Do they want to try and set up onto SMN again? Or is he going to be coming in with a Celestial Hammer? Last hero does show. But the boat, it's going to fly through. Was there an X-Max spot? There was. And the TP comes in for the puck now as well. So they might be able to go into Manic Natty. Now, while the Dream Call, it's going to be used here. It's going to be Kunkka popping that almost immediately. The sounds comes through. It's going to be the orb as well. A lot of damage is going to be there. From the side of X3, last hero, can he get himself away from the Metamorphosis to chase down one more right click? He claims the kill. What can he do now? The Celestial Hammer into the Starbreaker. Not going to be in range. So it is going to be Manic getting himself away from danger. But he just gave up so much farm. So much time to the puck in the mid lane that the puck, you know, the power tries come out. He's already started onto the Witchblade as well, it looks like.
Yep, I actually expected this game for the puck to rush the Witchblade. Sometimes we see pucks skipping the boots and go for the Witchblade immediately. But I think he understands that his Terrorblade, with the start that he has had, he actually deals a lot of damage. And that is exactly what happened in the top lane. You see, they can't kill the Kunkka even with the start of the Terrorblade that he had when the boat is up. And this is what I thought was going to be the case. You use everything on the Terrorblade at that part of the game and he dies. But the laning phase went so badly, and X3, they're in such a good position right now. And even in the bottom lane, you know, Sugarat, he is struggling, but finally level 6. Now he's going to be able to put a pressure on Dream, and Dream might need some help.
Yeah, Dream's just going to have to TP away from this one, because the damage coming through from Sugarat, like I say, just being right on top, there is no real movement coming out from the sniper. You know, he doesn't have the shard, so the concussive grenade isn't going to be there. And Sugarat, being so tanky with the 3 points into the reactive armor, could have stood underneath that tier 1 tower all day and just said, well, come at me. You know, I'm going to take you. You might get a kill onto me, but I'm going to take you down first and make sure you go down. So Dream just had to TP himself out.
Radiant's bottom tower is pretty sight right now.
Yep, and he's going for the Mask of Madness on the sniper. I think he understands he's going to be needing to a little bit earlier. With the Mask of Madness and the take aim, you do so much damage. But NoSorry, they lost the lanes too much. In this game, I wanted to say before it started, you don't want to be focusing down the Timbersaw, because he's going to have a good time either way, and you just want to be chasing the Terrorblade. Right now, I think NoSorry will have no choice but to chase the Timbersaw, and even if you kill him, it's not going to give you much, given that he didn't really have that good of a time in the laning phase, and the real core for X3 is going to be Rink, who already has the Drums of Endurance, and now he's going for the Vlads as well. So it's gonna be a very, very tough game. And you know, once the raid pack comes out for the Enigma, NoSorry won't be able to kill anyone.
Is that what he wants to be going straight towards here on the Enigma, or do you think he goes back for the Blink Dagger or the BKB first? You know, is it just going to be the pure utility here for that position? I guess position 3.5, 4.5 coming out on the Enigma. Bolt is going to be used onto the X-Max spot, so they might be able to get the kill onto him. He will go down. Dream picks up the kill with the Shrapnel. Meanwhile, in the jungle, Archangel, he's going to be the return kill coming through here. Nesphere, even one of his illusions being stolen, but it's going to be claimed right back by Nesphere there. And they might be able to set up onto Last Hero. Last Hero, though, does have the Roar, so he's going to be able to back himself away. Yeah, the Enigma, is it just going to be straight into the Wraith Pact, or do you think he wants to go for the Blink or the BKB first?
I think no. I think you skip those. In my mind, X3, the only thing you need to do is survive. If you survive with the boat, you have won the fight. Imagine they go for a Terrorblade, he survives the boat, he gets the Sunder off, the fight is just over. There's no constant output of damage on the side of NoSorry, apart from the sniper, and...
Well, Nesphere, he's going to be able to get the kill onto
so
Archangel, yeah. I was just watching the bottom lane. Shagrat get right on top of Dream, and Dream had to just TP himself away. I was expecting maybe S-Man to come through with a Solar Guardian for the stun. But yeah, the instant TP away from Dream just meant that he got out of danger. TPs himself to the top lane with this Mask of Madness coming through now as well. So they might put some aggression onto this tier 1. Rink gets a kill onto Yon though in the mid lane. And now with the Eidolons being up as well, they're going to be able to set up onto this tier 1 tower in the mid.
Top lane?
Top lane, they're going to be able to get the dive onto SMN. SMN though, what can he do with this? He's just going to go down. Timbersaw on the back line, so do they want to try and make a dive? Shagrat could come through. Nesphere's going to be here now as well.
He'll have the boat.
Does he want to throw it out, though? A lot of damage onto Dream. Dream has to run himself away from this one. Shagrat can chase down the 3 points. No, the Roar comes out. Mid-Timber Chain coming through now as well. So the boat, Shagrat, can he survive through this one?
He's still alive.
Pretty darn tanky. He's going to be able to get the Timbersaw away. And just regenerate up.
Coming.
Again, Manic. Just have to watch Manic TP him away. There's nothing to stop that, though. Dream in the trees.
No TP. Oh, they know. They're tipping him. They know that he is dead. There's nothing he can do.
He's going to try and put a lot of damage onto Shagrat, but Shagrat just walks himself away from that, yeah. And he goes down Nesphere. What is he? 7-0-2 on that wicked sick spree. And now he just moves himself down to the bottom part of the map. He's going to find some free farm going towards that Yasha coming out as well. He's going to have the gold after this camp. And Nesphere, I talked about how weak and squishy he was in the draft, and he's absolutely just, you know, he's skyrocketed right up into what looks like unkillable at the minute. And even Natina will get another kill onto Yond in the mid lane.
He is at that point where NoSorry don't even want to attempt to go for him, and that was their target. That was literally their target. Maybe they can kill Shagrat, but not even that is going to happen without any stuns. This Timbersaw is going to survive every single time. All three towers are being brought down for the tier 1s, and they're not losing anything. Okay, they will get the Enigma at least.
They might get the Enigma. The Black Hole comes out, the Solar Guardian for the extra heals now as well, so they're going to be able to turn this one around on Kunkka. Natty Narwhal picks up the final hit, Black Archangel, but there is going to be a really nice Starbreaker to lock him down. Natty Narwhal gets himself the double kill.
Okay, X3 are literally looking like one of the best teams in Division 2. Just a week ago, they couldn't beat anyone. They couldn't get out of the laning stage well, but it seems like they sat down, they had a long talk. I asked the players, they didn't find the coach even though they were looking for it, but they're like, we need no coach, we can coach ourselves, and they really did an awesome job at doing that. They're winning the lanes, they're crushing the lanes, and their mid-game understanding was always pretty solid. They just never got to play the game, but now they're there, and they're really showing what they're made of. This is looking amazing from them. NoSorry are completely lost because I'd say they don't have a play on the map. They don't have a straightforward play, and they have a straightforward draft. You don't really have a draft that is going to be forcing things out, and when the Enchanter is the only hero that can get into the enemy part of the map, is just so easily killed off. It's just super hard. I guess Black Archangel is gonna have to feed this game if you want to create space. He just needs to be on the enemy part of the map and try to create as much space as possible. It is hard, but it is necessary.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing the boat come through back onto Shagrat. Shagrat's going to try and get the Timber Chain away. It's not going to be there in time though, but he's still surviving through this. The Torrent does get used at Shagrat. Look at how much it takes to take him down. And that was with 4 or 5 heroes around there. In the middle of a team fight, you know, you can't just focus down the Timbersaw like that. You've got to spread the damage. They might be able to get this tier 1 tower, but it doesn't bode well for NoSorry coming into a 5 versus 5 fight with how quickly, how slowly, how not quickly it took them to take down that Timbersaw. And yeah, okay, they get the tier 1 tower on the top, but the drums get popped. Nesphere is going to be able to claim the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane.
Yep, not looking good. At least you get a Timbersaw. As we mentioned, they have a straightforward draft, so they walked straight forward towards the Timbersaw and they were allowed to get a kill. So at least that went their way. The problem is every single time NoSorry are going for that play instantly towards the enemies, there's something that they're losing just because of the advantage that X3 have.
Yeah, and so you talked about Archangel. He just needs to be scouted around. You're completely sacrificial play here on the other side of the map, and you can see that he's not really. I mean, he's got a wand that's going to offer some survivability, but what can he actually do? He doesn't really even have the wards to get vision down that then lets NoSorry know where they can and can't move. Does he just have to go back, play for these? In fact, what's coming out in the career? Yeah, it is going to be wards placements coming through for him. Is this just going to be sacrificial land plays for Black Archangel now until what, the 20-minute mark?
Now until at least the BKB on the sniper. At least that. He needs to be on the part of the map where you don't really want to go for him if you're X3, but he is kind of annoying. So Black Archangel needs to find that sweet spot where he's not the priority target, but he's at least giving enough info to his team. You can see that he's walking towards the bottom lane, but there he understands if he walks up the hill, he just dies immediately. You want to prevent that. You want to see a hero walk around, prance around a little bit, show off those legs, and then either survive or die. Most likely die, given the circumstances.
Mid lane, Shagrat's going to try and get him move around to Yon. The telekinesis comes out. He's going to be able to get that orb that he stole from Puck away. Just get a little bit more mana coming through, a little bit more health with that one coming down. Do they want to go onto Shagrat? X marks the spot. It's going to be onto the Conqueror himself, just to make sure he gets protected. He doesn't get dove on there, with only Shagrat showing. And you can see that, you know, Rink, he's fine with throwing up this camp here. He's not showing on the map. The Puck's not showing on the map. The Terrorblade's not even showing on the map. And it's how safe now NoSorry are playing because they don't want to be caught out. Archangel, he's doing a little bit of warding. You know, he's looking for the visions. He's looking for the blocks as well. And it's only really SMN that's showing on this top lane. He's trying to de-push this top lane as last hero comes in with the catapult with the centaur. But you can just see how cautious everybody on the side of NoSorry are being.
Bottom lane.
Oh, can they make a move here? They're going to be able to take down Yond, and with Nrink as well as 99 while being here, the Eidolons, the catapult coming through, the next creep wave in the next, 20 seconds to get towards that tier 3. Nrink can just stick around onto this and put pressure onto this tier 3 tower.
Actually want to fight. Actually want to fight. They know one hero is dead, and they are aware that someone is going to have to deal with the bottom lane as well.
They're going to be able to get the silence onto the Beastmaster now as well. SMN comes through. Celestial Hammer's going to be used last hero, though. Tries to use that roll. There is going to be the shift coming through from Natty Narwhal. Gets himself away with the jaunt to the orb, but there's going to be the rotation from Nesphid. They get the kill onto the Beastmaster now, and this is going to open up this tier 1 tower on the top lane if that's what they want. Maybe even with the Metamorphosis being used, they just march themselves straight into the Roche pit.
That would be ideal. You get the Roche, you put the Roche in the Terrorblade, and then NoSorry, you know, we were talking about them not having a play, then they would literally not be able to do anything in this game.
The boat comes through onto Nrink, but there's going to be the damage. Shagrat comes through and just says, get off him. Again, Nrink going to be able to back himself away from this. Roshan has been started. A bit of a stunt, so Terrorblade, not the greatest start. SMN doing a little bit of scouting on the cliff, though. Does he want to try and get that D-Ward off? Going to get the deny onto the ward. As the Warpine Raider does come into the Roche pit, so it is going to be contested here by NoSorry and X3. They don't want to overcommit, they don't want to give anything away, especially with a hyper sniper that can sit and plink from the high ground here. Doesn't have a point into the assassinate though, so not going to be able to throw out his ultimate. Yeah, just looking at this, he's gone for the plus 15 damage as well. Is this a sniper build that just needs to... Is it just focusing on the farming? You know, he's staying away from the fights. What level would you actually like to see him pick up the assassinates?
He's probably not gonna get it at all. He is gonna get the attributes. Maybe he gets one level of assassinate. It's always nice to have it. If you really can't get there, just give some vision to your team. But other than that, at this point, you just skip it, I think. It's weird to me that he didn't go for the take aim. You know, and NoSorry will walk into the Roche. I like what they did. The bottom lane is pushed out enough. This is why X3 were so much pushing the bottom lane, because they didn't want NoSorry to just walk in the pit, and this is a perfect timing. NoSorry will get into the pit. Kind of the same idea what X3 did last time. X3 know about this, but I just don't think they care too much, you know?
Yeah.
You can just let them have it.
In fact, there is going to be the ultimate thrown out by the Timbersaw, but that's about it. They do give the Aegis over to Dream, but like you said, the pressure coming through onto this bottom lane here, and Rink's moving himself up. You've still got the Terrorblade that's farming up. He's not super bothered. He's going to be able to get himself towards Skadi sometime soon here as well. And if you take a look at the net worth, he's only about 1,000 gold ahead of the Sniper, but with Sniper having this Aegis now, it offers him a little bit of protection, I suppose, from the gank rotations from X3. What are the objectives here now for X3 to take control of this game? I mean, the 8k net worth up, the 16 kills to 4 at 20 minutes in. Do they just not bother about NoSorry and just look for the... In fact, look at the bottom lane. Yond's going to go down once again. Midnight Pulse gets dropped, and so does Yond.
I mean, it's very easy for X3. They just need to keep the status quo. The smoke is coming, though. The status quo will be broken right now.
Oh, the X has been used, but there is going to be the shift away from Natty Narwhal. Natty Narwhal can't get himself away from this one. Will go down. But for a 5-man rotation, you only get the puck. And what else can they get from this? I suppose that's an opening now here for the side of NoSorry, but what else can they get from this?
The idea right now is to push out the waves so that you're ready for the next fight. That is what you get out of this one. You're not gonna be able to get a tower. You're not gonna be able to get anything. So one more kill would be ideal. And the Timbersaw, it gets found out, and Shurgarat will not survive this.
No, he does go down. Just watching that before the rotation came in, he put out the timber chain, and it was just a little bit too short to get himself down to the low ground. And I thought, okay, he's wasted a spell, that's going to be fine. But immediately the gank comes, you know, the pressure comes from the side of NoSorry, and they do get the kill onto the Timbersaw.
This is big for NoSorry. The bad thing for them is that the side lanes are pushed in, but they bought themselves more time. Whenever a core is dead or any hero is dead for X3, it's gonna be easier for them to go forward. And look at them, they have a ward behind the tower, so they want to catch Natty Narwhal. They see him perfectly. Roar is ready.
Yeah, they do have the Hawk in the trees as well on the other side. So double scout onto that. The Orb will deal with the Hawk, though it's not going to be a defense. Oh, there might be a defense. Going to be a big wrap around. They're going to be able to find out Yon. Telekinesis comes out to Enigma, though. He does have that Blink Dagger. Do they want to go? The Midnight Pulse has been dropped here. Can he get himself away from this on the side of Yon? Yon, a lot of damage, even now. The damage coming through from the Timber Sword, so Nesphere will get this kill. And it looks like Ring wants to carry on going. He's going to be slowed down with the enchantment up on the high ground. The coil has been dropped. They're going to be doing a lot of damage over to Dream. Dream still has that Aegis for the next few seconds. The backline, though, it is going to be a black hole onto the Kunkka. The Kunkka, that's going to be through his BKB now as well. And Ring might go down, but Manic's going to go down as well. It's not going to be able to get that TP away. The Aegis is going to be popped onto the Sniper, but the Starbreaker does come through and he doesn't have that BKB, so he just gets blown up. Nasty Narwhal claims that kill, and Shagarat with the 2 points here into the Chakram, doing a whole lot of pure damage onto that Sniper to help get that kill.
I think the second that NoSorry didn't get the roar on the puck there with their very well placed ward on the Hawk, that they needed to get themselves out. I still don't think that those are very small mistakes at this point of the game. I think NoSorry are doing a pretty solid job considering the position they were put at right off the bat after the laning stage. But, you know, you do have to play perfectly if you want to get back into this one. I really liked what they did. They get one kill, they get another kill, they place a ward around the mid lane tower and they want to bait something, but it doesn't work out. And, you know, the Terrorblade just comes from the back. So the Enigma did go for the Blink BKB and Rink, thinks that his Terrorblade doesn't need any help surviving. And to be honest, Rob, here, I think he's absolutely right.
Yeah, 10-0 on 5. 2600 health here with 33 armor coming through on this Terrorblade, and he's got a Sange to come out as well, which is going to offer even more survivability. The status resist as well. Terrorblade, he's just, I mean, he's a big pinata waiting to be popped, but it looks like the pinata's the one wielding the stick at the minute. He's just able to bat around NoSorry and find these kills, and NoSorry just haven't found the opening to take him down.
No one has a big enough stick on the side of NoSorry for that one. So even if you beat it, it's probably not gonna pop. So many things to save him: the Solar Guardian, the black hole around him. If you commit, if you're NoSorry onto the Terrorblade, you have to know that he's alone. That is never going to happen. You're gonna be seeing Nesphere every single time that they're going on the aggressive. He's gonna be surrounded by heroes, and when he's on the defensive and farming, you're gonna be seeing him surrounded by heroes, but in a different way on various parts of the map, so that you can't really get to him with the smoke. And that puts NoSorry again in a really at a really tough situation. You still have a sniper, but relying on a late game sniper when he isn't able to do much in the early game is gonna be really optimistic.
Yeah, Dream is literally 3-2-2 at the minute in terms of kills, deaths, and assists. So he's not really anywhere close to the Terrorblade, and the Terrorblade just continues to farm. You can see in Rink as well, he feels safe to push this one out. There is going to be a smoke rotation coming through from the side of NoSorry, and Rink is his spidey senses tingling. He does have that TP, but he might just show. He's going to pop that one more Eidolon for the Torrent into the trees. Yeah, they're going to be able to find out Rink, and he just stayed around for just a little bit too long. He will go down here for his, I guess, hubris. As Yon steals out the Eidolons, he was able to reconvert. Meanwhile, though, they might be able to get the kill onto Enchantress. Enchantress, can he get himself away from this one? He's going to be slowed down. He's going to be killed off. Right click's not needed with the amount of magic spells coming through here on the side of X3 to get the kill. And yeah, Enchantress just goes down. Natinal even gets himself a double damage rune from that as well.
So Manic has a shard. We saw there Enigma, not that great at surfing, so he does drown in the end. But look at what Puck is doing. Yeah, this... Okay, we have come to this point. I don't love this. Everyone hates this who plays support, you know, but with Puck, with these kind of items, you know that you're just gonna die every single time. One hit into the E-Blade and spells and you're just dead. And there's nothing that NoSorry can do about it. They don't have the instant lockdown for him, and he's even forcing out the BKBs of the Kunkka. Manic can't even survive without his BKB.
Yeah, and you can see he just has to back himself away from this one. Not sure what the rest of the side of X3 are, so he doesn't want to be caught out. So, like you say, just BKBs, throws out the wave, and then just moves himself out of danger here. Going towards that AC as well after. So it's going to offer a little bit of protection. But at the minute, Dream might be in trouble here. There is going to be the concussion grenade coming out here from the sniper, though. He's still going to got on top of him, and Rink's going to be able to claim this kill. Yon's going to be in danger after him. Gets taken down. Can they chase down even further? Last hero just has to back himself away. And this should be a T2 tower in the mid lane being opened up here for the side of X3.
It just looks so easy for X3 right now. I'm looking at NoSorry, I'm trying to find a play for them, and I'm still thinking do the same that you did, but that's not gonna work. I think right now what you're left with is team fight. It's always bad to be in that kind of position, especially with a better vision lineup. Especially if the enemies are just knocking on your door. But that is what you have left. It's teamfight that, guess what, Rob? I'm gonna predict the future right now. They will lose.
Yeah, 8 to 25 and a 17k net worth lead. Sugar, he's going to surf the wave. He's going to be coming back, though. The Lotus Orb does come through for him. So, I love that. The Fade Grenade is going to be used here by Manic. He just immediately gets bounced right back on top of him. And he do take down this tier 3 tower. Oh, SMN might be caught out here. There's going to be this Dream from the low ground. He's going to be one more right click. Yeah, he's going to go down. So Dream at least gets himself another kill out of that. But SMN, you know, again, we talk about the supports tanking the gank all the time. It just says that, okay, so this triangle isn't safe to farm here for X3. They back themselves away. It's going to be a double damage unit in the river as well. Roshan at least 15 seconds away. Is this going to be the Gaben level time here for the side of NoSorry to get a quick Rosh?
They need some luck here. Though using that DD for a fight, I think would be much better for them, for sure. So Rosh, 2 minutes, so no luck. But right now, NoSorry, they need to use this DD to force out a fight. I don't think walking up to a tower is going to be good enough for you if you're X3. You're just too far behind, so you're just going to get jumped and lose the fight. Ideally for them, smoke with that DD for a kill, but they decide not to do so. I guess it would be the riskier play, but at this point, risk is the way I'd go for. I think that's the only way they're going to be coming back into this game.
Yeah, and you can see as well the sniper, he wants to go back, he wants that extra attack range coming through from the Dragonlance, so he wants to go back into that after splitting up for the BKB. Mindbreaker does go down here. That might actually be really nice for the Terrorblade to pick up. He's got the Fan Brace, but just being able to do that extra damage as well as the extra attack speed coming through from the Terrorblade, it might be incredibly deadly here for the side of NoSorry if he does want that. But it doesn't look like okay, he's not going to pull that out just yet. He wants to stick with the Fan Brace.
They steal it from the enemies. I don't see the Mindbreaker. Oh, the Mindbreaker was on the side of NoSorry, so Kunkka has it.
Oh, it might have been my game bug then. It came up on the side with the Puck that had that found the Mindbreaker. Oh, weird.
Either way, I think if Terrorblade finds the Mindbreaker, he's probably gonna be getting it. Because next item, I would assume for the Terrorblade, it's gonna be the blink. You want to just blink into the enemies. I don't see what they can do against him. He has a 9-second BKB. If he blinks in, the heroes just die. Even the sniper with the concussive grenade and the BKB, I think he'll be an easy target. And there's almost nothing that NoSorry can do about it. Do they have a shard on the Rubik? I think that's something that Yond should get right now. A shard on the Rubik is much more important than his blink. Blink initiation, probably not gonna give you much fruit because you're gonna be jumping into death.
Yeah, the BKB comes out for the Enigma now as well, so there's not really going to be a whole lot that can cancel that BKB once the black hole once the BKB does start. And so looking at this, I mean, Roshan's going to spawn right now, going to be seen as well, just as the vision fades off. I think that was the Hawk from last hero that does see the Rosh up, but immediately, yeah, the Hawk does see it. Immediately, X3, they're going to be smoking up. They're looking for that rotation. They're looking for a pickoff. As the illusion from the Terrorblade will move in to confirm that the Roshan is up. But meanwhile, backlines. The jump comes through. Yon can he get himself away from this one. The Chakrams going to be thrown out now once again. And it will get the kill onto the Rubik now.
He has a buyback.
Does he want to use that though? There's going to be the Timber Chain going to be diving in. Big Black Hole comes in with the Solar Guardian now as well. The boat will be used, but that was 3 heroes caught in this. The Roar comes through onto the backlines. After that Black Hole wears off, the last hero will go down. And it's going to be Enchantress going to get himself away from this. Dream's not going to be able to get himself away from this one as well. The Chakram comes through, gets the kill. 2 heroes dead on the side of NoSorry without buybacks, and now the chase is on Dreamcore, but the BKB was here from Manic. Yon gets blown up once again. Manic is Archangel. He needs to get themselves back into the base and heal up, but this is going to open up a lane of racks. At least one lane of racks here with no buybacks coming through. X3, they might just go for an end.
But you know, at this point, you force them to surrender. You don't end the game. You don't give them the satisfaction of losing. You want them to tap out. That is the thing. You want them to give up so that they admit they got crushed. But NoSorry, they're not going to be doing that just yet. They have one more fight left in them, considering there's no black hole. You just smoke now, and you hope for the best. You're probably going to be missing the Rubik, but overall, he's mostly just food for the puck. So let's see if NoSorry can get the Rosh in time. If the Rosh falls, then this game is officially over. I know I'm sugarcoating it here, Rob, but you know there is still a How much does Dota Plus say? That's 0%, but it's probably like 0.1% chance that they can win this one.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty brutal there from the side of from Dota Plus. Just saying, nope, there is literally no chance you come back from this. As NoSorry move themselves into the pit, they are going to be able to take this one down pretty quickly, though. X3 are they going to rally into this and maybe try and make a response happen?
They want to give them a chance.
Yeah, they want to make this interesting here. Who takes the shot? I mean, Kunkka already has it, so who does he pass it off to? I think the Beastmaster already has his as well. They're going to give it over to the Rubik. So the Rubik now will have that telekinesis safe.
Imagine having Garrosh, having the Aegis, and having no chances of winning the game. I think Lord Gaben here is very ruthless in his prediction. Like, you guys, you cannot win, and when the Lord himself says that, I think that NoSorry need to be rethinking their decision not to call GG just yet. Of course, you know, they might not know it. They might not, or they don't know that they have a 0% win chance in their heads. They can still do something in this game. So let's see, what did the Terrorblade get the blink? Yep, there it is. So now he's gonna be jumping in deep, and he's gonna be the one creating chaos for the Enigma in the fight. But NoSorry, go for a smoke, and this might be their last hurrah.
Yeah, it looks like Terrorblade as well. He wants that swift blink through. They're going to be able to catch out. They get onto the Timbersaw though, the back line. So Natty Narwhal is going to be able to get a really nice dream call out. The Solar Gunning comes through as well. The stuns onto Yon. Yon will go down once again. Just look at the mayhem going through. Dream will go down as well. Manic going to get himself away from this one. That's going to be a Bava coming through from Black Archangel as well. And it looks like the Aegis was given over to the Kunkka. Kunkka, can he get himself out of this SMN? Going to be able to go in with the Celestial Hammer now as well. Manic, can he get himself out of this? He absolutely cannot. He's just going to go down. GG well play gets called. And 32-9. X3, they climb that table, a 29k net worth lead at 32 minutes as well. That's going to be a saving grace for them in the DPC, because it means it puts them on the same level as, I think, NoSorry anyway, though.
Yep,
yeah, they'll
for sure
both be 2 and 4.
And the way that they're playing, I wouldn't even write off that they can beat Namiga with these kind of plays. I think Namiga, though, prepare a little bit more than some of the other teams for the series. So they're probably gonna be striking onto X3's weaknesses a bit more, but this looked really promising for them. That last fight, NoSorry, I don't think they even came close. You know, I was thinking maybe they can get kill, get out, something along those lines. They run into a Terrorblade illusion. They literally lost the fight to a Terrorblade illusion. If X3 didn't send anything other than that illusion with the Solar Guardian, I think NoSorry would still run away. They would still lose the fight, and that is just the position that this game was in. Losing that top lane for NoSorry, not only losing it, but losing it so much. The Terrorblade had 1,000 gold more than the Beastmaster at level 5. That just cannot happen, and we saw rotations from the Kunkka. The one that Manic needed to be making, the one that NoSorry probably said even before the game started, we are gonna be rotating towards that Terrorblade to crush him. Haha, you picked the Terrorblade, we're gonna destroy you. And then he comes over and he's like, why is this Terrorblade so strong? What is my team doing? Well, they fed him, and he was just unbeatable there. So X3, beautiful execution, everything done nicely for them. There were slight mistakes from the side of NoSorry, but that's just what happens in Dota, and X3, they utilize those perfectly.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. X3, like I said, they take it into climbing up that table, and it's going to put them into a more comfortable position coming into this last week. I mean, who have they got left to play up against here? They've got, like I say, Namiga, yeah, on that final game. But NoSorry, they've got themselves Empire, so that's going to be maybe a tiebreaker there, because Team Empire 1 and 4 as well. So that could be, if Empire, who they play Sabercat later today. Oh, that could be tasty depending on the way that game goes. Again, we could be looking for a 4-way tie at the bottom of the table here, 4 tiebreakers. But we are going to be taking a quick break, guys. I'll check to see if there is an interview. If not, we'll just drop the stream, because it's going to be moving over to Division 1 on Stream 1. So there is going to be more Dota going on, and then it's going to be myself and Hurry back for the final game of the day, the final series of the day. So we'll see if there is going to be an interview. If not, we'll be back in about 4 or 5 hours, depending on how quickly the Division 1 game goes.